The world thinks North Korea's future has a face now. A young girl, walking beside intercontinental missiles, standing next to her father like a symbol. They call her the nuclear princess. But behind that camera frame, there's another child the world can't verify with a single photo. A rumored first son, mentioned in intelligence briefings and analyst reports, never shown, never named, never confirmed on state TV. They call him the Ghost Prince. And this is the story of the most dangerous succession equation on Earth. One heir built for public legitimacy, and one heir kept as a hidden reserve. Because in Pyongyang, power isn't announced, it's engineered. 2010. According to South Korean intelligence assessments, Kim Jong-un is believed to have a first child around this time, often described in briefings as a son. No public celebration, no family portrait, no official announcement. In the loudest propaganda state on Earth, the silence is the detail, because silence can be a security protocol. 2013. More assessments surface over time. A second child is believed to be born. Still no public images. Still no official confirmation. Still no story. And yet the regime continues building the same thing. A nuclear state where survival depends on bloodline. February 2017. Kuala Lumpur Airport. Kim Jong-nam, the exiled half-brother of Kim Jong-un, is killed with VX nerve agent. Let that sink in. Not a quiet disappearance. A chemical weapon in a public terminal. The message isn't just murder, it's policy. Inside this dynasty, blood does not protect you. Blood can make you a target. Now imagine what that teaches every child in that family. If you exist, you must be controlled. November 18th, 2022. The world gets a new image. Kim Jong-un stands beside the Hwasong 17 ICBM, and holding his hand is a young girl in a white jacket. Kim Ju-ae makes her debut. Not at a school, not at a hospital, not at a national holiday. At a strategic weapons site. That location is the message. In North Korea, nukes are not just weapons. They are sacred legitimacy. So when he places his daughter there, he's not showing affection. He's printing an icon. And the icon has a name now. The Nuclear Princess. 2023. She returns again, and again, and again. Missile events. Military ceremonies. Photo ops where generals stand back and she stands forward. The language around her shifts, from beloved child to honorifics that feel heavier, colder, more official. Not a child, a symbol. And symbols are how succession starts in Pyongyang. Then comes the part that makes analysts nervous. Because while the daughter becomes visible, the rumored son remains invisible. If the regime wanted to display a traditional male heir, it could. It doesn't. So the question changes. Why reveal the daughter, but keep the son off stage? Here's the twist. Because two tracks can run at once. A visible track that sells legitimacy to the public, and a hidden track that reassures the hardliners behind the curtain. 2024. Briefings and media analysis intensify. Kim Ju-ae is increasingly treated as a serious succession signal. Her appearances are not random. They are curated. Each event is a lesson. Her face belongs next to the most sacred object in the country, the bomb. Meanwhile, the Ghost Prince rumor grows darker, not because people see him, but because nobody can. And in a paranoid dictatorship, invisibility can be protection or preparation. 2025. The nuclear princess moves like a protected asset. Her security looks heavy. Her placement looks intentional. Her presence begins to feel less like family and more like design. And the regime achieves something brilliant. They let the world argue about the girl, while keeping the boy as a locked box, a backup plan, a switch. Because if elites resist a female leader, or if internal factions demand a male successor, the regime can pull the ghost prince out of darkness and claim the old script. Here is the rightful heir. Male, bloodline, untouched by public scandal because the public has never seen him. That's not weakness. That's strategic flexibility. So here's the real story. This isn't a daughter versus a son. It's a system managing two problems at once. Problem 1. How do you manufacture legitimacy for the future? You build a public icon. You stage her inside nuclear mythology. You make her unavoidable. That's the nuclear princess. Problem 2. How do you keep the future reversible? You keep a male heir in reserve. You keep him clean. You keep him invisible. That's the ghost prince. One is the poster. One is the contingency. One is the story you tell the world. One is the weapon you keep for the inner circle. And now the final twist. This isn't a fairy tale. Because the prize here isn't a crown. It's not a palace. It's control of a nuclear state. And whoever wins, publicly or privately, inherits a machine built on fear, sealed by blood, and protected by the most dangerous leverage on Earth. A button that can change the world in minutes. So the real question isn't, who will be the successor? The real question is, when the day comes, will the regime choose the visible heir or the hidden one? The nuclear princess or the ghost prince? Because in Pyongyang, the most powerful heir might be the one you've never seen. Type it in the comments. Team Princess, the public icon, or Team Ghost, the hidden reserve. And tell me why.